Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Wine Rookie. I'm your Wine Rookie host Paul, and today we are opening up a wine that received 91 points from Robert Parker with a comment that says that its best drinkability is after 2022. Would you look at that? Today's after 2022. Now before we open this bottle up, I'd just like to invite you guys to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way you can support me and help me continue to make wine-related content. Now let me introduce to you the 2019 vintage of Clos de los Siete from Uco Valley in Mendoza, Argentina. It is brought to us by the winemaker Michel Roland, who is one of the top winemakers in Argentina, as well as a top consultant of the Bordeaux winemakers in France. Everybody knows that Malbec is king in Argentina, and its high elevation helps produce wine with more grip, structure, and density than the Malbecs that you'd find in the Bordeaux region of France. Now, Clos de los Siete is a Malbec dominant blend, and the 2019 vintage contains 50% Malbec, 24% Merlot, 11% Syrah, 7% Cabernet Sauvignon, 5% Cabernet Franc, and finally 3% Petit Verdot. Now is the part of the video that we open this up and give this wine a shot. Alright guys, now that we've got the 2019 vintage of Clos de los Siete poured out, let's take a closer look. As always, we look at the color first. Guys, this is a nice medium ruby in the glass. I'm surprised with all that's in there. Some of the Syrah that we don't have a little bit more color from that, but it's just a nice medium ruby. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the bouquet of this wine. Just gonna give it a swirl, activate some of those aroma compounds. I get some nice red fruits, cherry. I get some raspberries in there. There's something herbaceous about this wine in the bouquet. It kind of smells like sage a little bit, and a lingering of like some sweet tobacco. Quite nice bouquet. A lot lighter than I thought it'd be for something so dominant with Malbec from this particular region in Mendoza. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the taste. Robert Parker said this would be best after 2022, and we've made it past 2022. So this should be the peak of this bottle of wine for us. Lots of dried fruits here. Prune is what really hits the palate for me. Prune, dried cherry. It's got this delicious milk chocolate, vanilla. There's some bay leaf in there, that herbaceous note of bay leaf. It's actually really good. I think it's going to open up even better. I gave this plenty of time to breathe. And I think it's just going to continue to build and develop a long palate, guys. I just kept getting this density. It's a medium plus body, and it just weighed heavy, continuing in this long finish where I got this little bit of like, I don't know, like a smokiness to it, but like a smoked meat kind of on the finish. It was delicious. Yeah, that's good. It's got great tannins, a good acidity. It's very well balanced. You know, there's a reason that these wines change on a yearly basis from like the amounts of grapes that go into them. The 2019 vintage, very different than every other vintage. I noticed that comparing a lot of notes to the 2018 even, this has much less Cabernet Sauvignon than the 2018 vintage. So I would assume that in order to maintain the quality of this wine, they decided to go with more Syrah this year than they did in the previous years. So that's what you get when you purchase quality wines like that, is you get these variations in grapes that you wouldn't find in something just, you know, off the shelf for $5, $6, $10. Well, you get actual quality winemaking that goes into it. For a pairing with this wine, I'm really interested in trying this with a smoked Gouda on the cheese plate. I think that with the long finish of this wine, with the little bit of smoky kind of meat gaminess that I got from it, really pair well. And again, this is a wine that's going to pair well with any barbecued beef. Think about trying like a flat iron steak on the grill, a charcoal grill, and just giving it that kiss. And any of your vegetables, or like some roasted beets, I think would pair really well with this wine. That being said, guys, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the best thing you can do for the channel. I'd love to continue to make great wine content for you guys, and that's super helpful for me. So we will see you next time, and cheers.